grab a seat. Good morning. I first want to thank Nelson for this opportunity to come and actually speak with you today. And some of the stuff that he told me that he wanted to communicate to you guys, I'm actually going to hopefully use some illustrations that will help you in the process of knowing that the company is growing. You know, even as I heard the status and your workload and stuff, I'm excited. I'm excited because you don't continue to add people like Mike without doing something right. So that means that you're doing something right and you're actually making a difference. And so I wanted to share a couple of things because when it comes to growing the company or growth period, one thing has to happen, and that is your mind has to expand. And you have to be willing to grow. I brought these two plants up as an illustration. Because I don't care how much water you put on this plant, how much fertilizer you give it, how much sun is allowed to hit it, it's not going to grow any bigger than the root system, which is in this pot. Now, if you take this out of here and place it in the ground, it'll grow a whole lot bigger because the environment has expanded. And that's the same way that it has to be with our thinking, not just individually, but even as a team. And I would even say, not even a team, because just watching y'all interact this morning, I can honestly say that y'all act like a family. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing because when you are part of a family, you tend to look out for each other. Who's actually been here the longest? Okay, cool. Now, okay. Well, now, with that being said, there's a lot of experience that he has that I'm sure he's willing to share. And one thing I found out about being a part of a team or being a part of a family is that you want to make sure that everyone else actually comes along with you. You don't want to leave anybody behind, especially when it reflects on the company. So you spend time investing in those people around you. A lot of you are leaders. You are leaders, but you've yet to step up to that role. And see, the thing about being a leader is that no one waits for a title to lead. When you're a leader, you lead because it's right. You do the right thing. You don't wait for someone to actually give you an assignment. If you see someone that's going off track, if you see someone that's not being respectful to customers, or if you see someone that has some safety issue, you speak up. I don't care how old you are or how young you are, because you realize that, look, it's important for us, if we're going to go together as a family, if we're going to grow as a company, we got to do it right. You know, one of the things you talked about was taking pictures. And that's so important because it gives you some physical proof. Every time I rent a car, the first thing I do when I go out there, I take pictures of it. Every side, the front, the back, everything. And not only when I pick it up, but guess what, when I drop it off. Because I don't want them to come back and say, hey, look, you damaged the car, this happened. No, I have the proof. And using those iPads, using technology, it has a date and time stamp. So there's no way that they can say, well, you took all these pictures before. No, if you look at the picture, it has a date and time stamp on it. I remember I was coming back from a trip. I had to go take my daughter to college, and our truck was being serviced. So I had to rent a car. And I had to get it back by 5 o'clock. The only thing was we were running late, but I had an hour grace period. I get to the airport, get to the counter, it's 6 o'clock. No attendant. There is a sign there that says be back in a moment. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm right at the doorstep. I'm right at the cutoff. What can I do to keep from getting charged that extra day? I'm looking for the person. I don't see anybody around. And by the time it hit me, it was 6:04. Pulled my cell phone out. I took a picture of the sign. We said I'll be back in a minute. And then at 6:10, when the employee returned, I said, look, I was here at 6 o'clock, but nobody was at the counter. And she was kind of like, yeah, right. I pulled out my phone and I showed it to her. And I even showed her the time. It said, when she said, well, that says 6:04. I said, yeah, by the time I thought about taking it, it was 4 minutes late. But the bottom line is, when I was here to turn it in my car in enough time, nobody was here. So taking those pictures, it definitely helps cover you and the company and makes it easier for you to defend or to actually and even promote the work you do. I mean, because I know that you can't stay in business for 10 years and not do something right. So I actually want you to applaud yourself for the good work that you're doing. Now, can we consider what's needed to actually grow the company and actually get more work, get more employees? Your customer service has to be on point. I know oftentimes like you deal with people that think they know it all. Believe me, I've been there. I've worked in customer service. But see, one of the things is that you have to help them understand that, okay, they call you for a reason. Because you're the expert. You are the people, you are the hero. You showed up. They had a problem, and you're there to fix it. And so that being the case, allow them to talk, allow them to share, but then you have to assert yourself as being, okay, this is really what happened, or this is what needs to be done, or this is how we're going to fix it. Because oftentimes people have a misconception as to how things should go. But I mean, you've been in the business, you've been on the trucks, you've been on the job, you have the experience. So with that being said, you have to communicate that in a way that they don't feel threatened, in a way that they understand that, look, this person is here to help me. Even if they have a question. And see, that's one of the things that a lot of people miss sometimes. Some people, they just want to be educated. They want to be informed. They want to know, okay, what's going on? Or how did this happen? Or what do I do to avoid this the next time? How do I maintain what you put in? And they may have those questions and being willing to answer those questions. Being willing to ask them, do you have any questions? And then be in a position to answer. And then if you don't have the answer, that's fine. Just take the question down and say, I'll get back with you, or I'll have someone from the office call you in reference to your question. Because that goes a long way in their mind for you helping them and for you being there for them. You know, I'll never forget, I worked in a warehouse for a company. And oftentimes salespeople, they would sell stuff that may or may not have been in stock, or someone from customer service came and got it, and they swapped it out for somebody and it didn't change in the computer system, or someone got it from another department and put it out on the floor. And so the customer would go out there and they would spend 45 minutes talking to this person about a VCR or a camcorder. And then they would come back, they would pay for it, come back to pick it up, and I would look for it and it's not there. And then I would be the one to have to tell the customer, I'm sorry, ma'am, or sir, your VCR is not here, your camcorder is not here. Now, at that point, they're going to just unleash on me because I'm the person with the bad news. They spent 45 minutes out there, they're giving them money, but now I'm the one taking the brunt of the anger. And I had to quickly realize they're not mad at me. And I couldn't take it personally. So what I had to do was I had to allow them to vent. I couldn't shut it down. I couldn't just tell them to hush or it's not my problem. I allowed them to actually express themselves. And then I went about to be the solution to that problem. I would call the salesperson. If they didn't come, I would take them out there. If they were gone on break or out of the store, I would take them to the salesman. But I made sure that they were taken care of. And that's what customer service is, making sure that the customer is taken care of. And that's what they have to feel. That, look, this person is here to help me. And I'm telling you, if you keep doing that, if you keep investing in your customers, if you keep investing in helping them to understand, not only will they keep calling you back, they will refer you. When people are saying, who did your counters, or who did your cabinet, or who did your bathroom sink, they'll be willing to say, well, this company, and you need to go and call them, this is the person that helped me. And I mean, that goes a long way. Repeat business is the lifeblood of any company. But the only way you're going to have any repeat business that you have to do a good job. And I know that you are. But okay, let's take it to another level. If you have somebody that's working with you that doesn't know as much as you do, just share it with them. I'll never forget when I started on my current position, knowledge was king. And some people, you almost had to go and grovel to them. Like, can you tell me how to do this? And I actually got to the point where I said, okay, tell me what to do. So I could write it down. So I can have a journal of it. And then like when somebody else came in and they asked me that question, I would pull up, hit print, here you go. And I would hand it to them. Because if everybody has the same level of of knowledge, then everybody gets a chance to grow. As opposed to just having one person who knows everything. And then if they're not there, then everything falls apart. One thing I like about Nelson is that he understands that good leaders don't make followers. They don't. Good leaders make other leaders. And that's what I see. I see that there are people here who have the capacity to actually step up and actually take the lead on jobs, customer service, and in different parts of the company. All you need is just that little push, that little encouragement, and you can do it. And there are people who are looking for you to do it. So that's all I have, unless there's any questions. Any questions? Any comments? And don't be confined to a small pot.
We don't get to keep the plants.
No, I'm good. I'm good.